This is Porter Brooks. It's Porter Brooks Cooks. I want to welcome you to my channel. Today, if you haven't heard about this, this is called a hot brown. And a hot brown is about as Kentuckian as you can get. It was actually created at the old Brown Hotel. I wonder if it's still there, in Louisville. And it was made by either the chef or the maitre d', I'm not quite sure, to help all of his patrons sop up the party from the night before. So I guess served well into the night. I actually have an episode in Urban Bite, which is just that. It's, you know, all those good greasy carbo foods that you want after a night out on the town. Usually this is done in like a 9x13 casserole and you have multiple versions of this, but I'm kind of, you know, I always say entertain with individuals, right? So I'm using these little casserole pans that I have. You can find them all over. They're you know, bakeware friendly and all that stuff. And I'm doing that so that each person can get it individually. I'm going to be serving in trays. This is going to come out hot, so I need to make sure that there's something under here that's not only going to protect the furniture, but that's going to protect them as well. All right. So also, if somebody doesn't want it, you know, it's not on their tray, and we can do that. So we're going to start with these. The hot brown. The hot brown. Okay. This is definitely a hack recipe. I decided I was going to do this for you last night. Called the grocery delivery. They didn't bring some stuff. By the way, do that when you entertain. I don't have time to push that cart. So get familiar with a local grocer, and it's brilliant, right? $3.95 for the delivery, and they walk it in your door and they set it on your counter, and it's perfect. Okay, what are the secrets? Texas toast. If you don't know what Texas toast is, it's as American as you can get. It is like a triple thick slice of toast, all right? Now, the recipe, the church story does not toast these, but back there, I'm gonna put 2 in the toaster because I don't like them that soggy. So hold tight. The best toaster, hi there, is one that can handle a bagel setting because it's just simply not going to fit, right? I guess you could broil them, but you better stand there and watch them, and you also have to flip them. So not necessary, but I like it. I like the texture because we're going to put a sauce on it. All right, now the base to this is basically it's an open sandwich. That's what it is, right? So just imagine like a gravy, chip beef, all those things. But we're going to try to dress it up a little bit. And you have to imagine that this was made originally with just what was left in the kitchen. Any version of this could work, all right? But it has a gravy, but it's really a Mornay sauce. And I've looked this up, but it's just, if you know a bechamel, I'll teach you soon. A Mornay sauce is a white bechamel base with cheese. So it's a white cheese sauce. It's an Alfredo sauce. It's an anything sauce. It's just basic. Guess what I'm doing, guys? You heard it. Store-bought 3 cheese, 4 cheese sauce. I have 2 brands here, but we're going to start with this basic, fairly high quality Alfredo. And yeah, it has all the characteristics of what we're going for. So why stress, right? Probably could use a bigger skillet, but this is what I pulled out. Whenever you're going to do a cream sauce, you probably should use a fairly heavy bottom skillet. As long as your cast iron is clean, you can go that route. Okay, don't want to add liquid to this thing, so I'm going to go for another 14.5 ounce, call it. So call it 215 ounces. This is just a 4 cheese, right? So store, just observing, a little different color. Intentionally did not get garlic ones. That's not where we want to go. This is not Italian. But let's just see how we're doing here. All right, always reserve a little left. Okay, so this is our poor man's Mornay or bechamel. It is a flour fat base sauce to any and every white sauce. That is the way the world works. I like a little Dijon in there, just a little bit. Okay, and the only pepper that I like in this is a white pepper. Add some more. There's our toast. My toaster is like super hot, so I never go anywhere without them. All right, so we are toasted. I'll probably turn my setting down just a little bit, but we'll get to those in just a second. That's going to be just fine. Okay, so I like a little bit more kick, and the Mornay would have a little bit more flavor. White pepper only. If you're gonna go to black pepper, it's gonna taste like a country gravy, which would not be the end of the world. I've never met a country gravy I don't like. All right, little white pepper. I'll vet this out for you guys and put everything down in the description below. So we're gonna get that. I can tell you already, I'm gonna need a whisk. So pull that out. Now, you notice I'm doing all the mixing off the heat. I got the heat going over there. Hopefully there's a camera for you. Listen, if you're new at this, don't risk it. You have no business being at that stove under high heat or low heat. Let's just get all the flavors going, all right? And the last thing, which really is a traditional Italian thing, is nutmeg. I wish I had a fresh one I could, I bet you don't have one at your house either, so you're like me. Little nutmeg. It's gonna bring a sophistication to this. And the other thing, because it's super duper Southern, you could do a shot of bourbon in this and it would really be good. In fact, I have some. Okay, let me taste that. Store-bought, but nobody's gonna know the difference. All right, we are going to the stove. All right, so you saw my dirty stove. Let me see if I can get that position for you. Guys, don't do what I do. I cook on very high heat. I'm very used to it. All right, so typically we serve one piece in the middle and then we do a triangle cut. I hope you guys can see that. Triangle cut on each side. There's usually a nice slice of tomato. Again, it was all that was in the kitchen. So let's take that out. I ordered reds and they brought me these heirloom yellows. The flavor is going to be okay, but the truth of it is I wanted the red to the contrast because this is what I call midline colors and midline flavors. They're all, there it goes. Use your ears, folks. Pull it off the heat. And we're gonna just get that together. All right, so this time I am gonna turn the sauce down. And I don't know how your house is equipped, but here's how mine is. Alexa, set timer for 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Second timer, 1 minute and 30 seconds, starting now.
Set timer, she thinks it's second timer, but she thinks we're married. It's good. All right, so I'm gonna pull this apart very quickly for you. We are gonna wanna put, like always, some type of cooking spray. I like an olive oil one here, not the other one that you've seen me use, so just hit that. I also like a little bit on the bread. I don't like how this dries out. So we're gonna do 2 slices once we get that cord out. And again, these, for me, just aren't ripe enough, but I want you to see the traditional one. You know, some roasted crushed cherry tomatoes would be good here. And in fact, we really don't even need them, but this one's gonna be a bear. All right. Okay, so let's do a couple slices. I've got 6 and only 2 tomatoes, so 2 each. I'm gonna do them kind of thin. And they're gonna go here and we'll put those there. All right, so here's how we do it. I've already put a little, where's Alexa? I see it over there. You guys keep an eye on that for me. If you smell it, let me know. All right, so what we do is we pile up some deli turkey, and yes, the original recipe was deli turkey. And we're gonna do that, I'll tell you what, I'll pull that. I'm gonna do that on the top. I have 6 people and a whole pound packed in half-pound packages, which is, they don't always like me for doing it, but it sure makes life a lot easier. And I think, hey, I like it abundant, right? When you're working with that. Alexa, stop. Guess where I'm going? All right, this is perfect. Heat off. Pull those warmer edges back in. All right, let's do a quick taste, guys, before we take it off the stove. Be careful, this is hot. Do the back of the spoon. Also, that is like the perfect consistency. Should barely fall off the back of the spoon. Good enough, guys. It's actually still a little cold in the middle. I'm gonna move it to another burner. Let me go to this burner here. Actually, you know what? We'll be fine. All right, so we're off of that. This is our Mornay sauce on the side. Find some set room here. Now, we can do the cheese underneath. You know what? I'm gonna change my mind. I am gonna do the cheese underneath. I'm gonna do the turkey on top. All right, then we sauce it. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. That looks good. We are gonna cover this. Again, this was made to sop up the you-know-what. Now, a strip of bacon goes right on the top. This is already pre-rendered, meaning you could either do it in the microwave for a couple minutes, or you can pop it in the oven, all right? So you can fry it. If you want to fry it, you can fry it. So it comes like this. That's how it goes out. And then we have our 2 slices. I think this is tight enough, guys, to just do 1. That's not gonna bake very well. All right, so we're gonna do the slice of tomato. Okay, that's it. So this is what hot brown looks like. This is gonna go into the oven. I'm gonna put them all in the same time. So 325 on a convect oven. I'm gonna use the Wolf toaster. All right, well, if you like this recipe and you wanna learn more, everything is down there. They've taught me to do this. Is it down there? Is it down there? Okay, it's down there. It helps me if you like. It really helps me if you share. And it really helps me if you subscribe. This is Porter Brooks Cooks, and I'm bringing my world of food to you. I will see you next time.